What's up, y'all? I sleep want to talk about something real fast. Hold on. Go ahead and use the. Ooh, I'm talking about this boy. He got colic. My baby got colic. I hate that he got colic. But y'all, you know something? You know what I think? I think my biggest curse is, and I'm not talking about anything dark, just something that, you know, I battle with. It could be a curse. But I think my biggest curse is um over caring, like feeling responsible for everybody, um pouring deeply into people and who cannot hold their end, pouring deeply into people who can't hold their end of pouring back into me gently, you know what I'm saying? Um Staying strong so long, to the point that softness starts to feel unsafe to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's a pattern. That's a pattern that can echo through marriage, through friendship, family. It can echo through purpose. Um, it can even echo through your own inner thoughts. You know what I mean? But patterns can be broken. Why do I think that's my biggest curse? You know, people who are naturally nurturers and spiritually sensitive and emotionally deep often becomes the holder for everyone else. Um, Over time, you could start believing that love must be earned through sacrifice, you know what I mean? And strength means suppressing um your own needs. You know what I'm saying? And being needed is like the same as being valued when it's not the same. Being needed and being valued is really not the same. So, you keep carrying and you keep carrying. You know what I'm saying? You keep explaining, you keep enduring. You know what I mean? You keep, yeah, so like you carry so much, and you know what I'm saying? And you keep explaining and you keep, you know what I'm saying, enduring a lot. You keep trying to fix what other people should also be accountable for. So sometimes it could take a little toll, and eventually your spirit gets tired. You know what I'm saying? And softness begins to um feel dangerous. You get what I'm saying? Instead of safe. So it's like you like you seem to move through life with a deep sense of responsibility towards people, you know. Um Not just practical responsibility, but emotional and spiritual responsibility. Um You notice things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm solely speaking about me. Um, you begin to feel shifts. You try to understand motives and wounds and tensions and energy and tone and patterns. You know what I'm saying? And that alone makes you compassionate, but it can also like make you absorb what was never meant for you to carry, if that makes sense. So, with that being said, um being the fact that you start to absorb things or people or situations that wasn't never meant for you to carry in the first place, um you start over functioning. You get what I'm saying? You start over functioning in your marriage, um in your friendship, um family, even in your ministry, for those who do ministry work, leadership spaces. um you can like slowly become the emotional process. You can slowly become the peacemaker, the one who's trying to understand everyone, and the one that's extending grace repeatedly. You can slowly become the one that's always adjusting, adjusting themselves to keep that connection alive. You know what I'm saying? Just openly openly being your all to something or someone or to a situation. And that begins to become your norm, and you begin to abandon yourself in small ways, while convincing yourself that you're being strong. You follow what I'm saying? Like, you start forgetting who you are. You start doubt, s- seep in. You know what I'm saying? And it could really look like explaining yourself too much, tolerating harshness, because you see the pain behind it. Like, you tolerating somebody harshness all because they have childhood trauma. You tolerate their harshness all because they have mommy and daddy issues, or they was never taught this, that, and the third. No. It also can look like feeling guilty or having standards, feeling guilty for having standards or boundaries. Like, why you gotta feel guilty all because you're setting standards and boundaries for yourself? You have to care about yourself. You have to care about how someone else may treat you or handle you. You know what I mean? You will start shrinking your own needs so you don't seem too difficult to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Um, you will start carving softness out your life while living in survival mode. Hush, you will start carving softness out your life bit by bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, you will start wanting to be chosen, deeply, but like you will start like you'll start wanting to be chosen deeply, but feeling emotionally unsafe when you are fully seen. you if that makes sense. Like, but um a lot of a lot of emotionally aware people accidentally tie their worth to how much they can endure. You follow what I'm saying? So it's not because you're weak. It's usually because you learned early that love, peace, approval, or stability had to be maintained somehow. So your your curse isn't, something that's dark spiritually. Um it's more like a cycle. And those cycles have to break. Those cycles have to stop. So, um, you know what I'm saying? I carry too much. You know, I carry too much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I suppress too much you know, and then I started to become exhausted, reactive, um, misunderstood, or just, emotionally distant because of my inner world, you know, has been overloaded for too long. So, yeah. Um we all have to check that at the front end and the back door. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is very important. Very, very important. I'm looking out my window, somebody walking by. Hush. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's why themes like softness and peace and emotional safety, you know what I'm saying? Obedience to God and feminine reset keeps coming up for me. You feel me? Like, because my spirit sounds tired of surviving. If that makes, yeah, so if that makes sense to you, like my spirit sounds tired of surviving. So it wants to get in alignment. You get what I'm saying? It wants alignment. It wants gentleness. It wants truth. It wants um reciprocation. Not just endurance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just endure. You feel me? So yeah, I mean that's really the gist of it for right now. But I just want to, if I know it's somebody out there that's experiencing some of the same things. I know there's something similar to what you're experiencing, and I hope that this video will reach you in places um that you struggled. And I hope this video do you some type of justice or give you some type of understanding. And yeah, I hope it helps me, and I hope it helps you. So yeah, that's why um that's why I created Season of Soft. Y'all, I mean, it's gonna be really, really good. It's gonna be on YouTube and Spotify. Um, and it's gonna be really good. And I'm not perfect, so I don't have all of this down. Everything that I will be talking about on the podcast whenever I drop this episode, It's gonna be some of the same things that I am still learning how to do myself. So, with that being said, season of soft is gonna be out very, very soon. That really sound like a little small book, but I'm gonna keep it as a podcast. I'm gonna just keep it as a podcast. I really hope you guys enjoy you know the videos I have posted, and I hope it helped. I'm not perfect. My videos are definitely not perfect. And I'm gonna be myself. And here over here at Ray Declassified, we speak about the unspoken. We speak about the things that people are afraid to speak about. I'm not afraid, and no one can do anything to me but God. So, I'm gonna say what needs to be said for those who think that it can't be said. Yeah. And if y'all got some things that y'all want me to talk about, man, DM me. Email me. Send an email. Tell me your story. Tell me your situation. I keep it I keep it very discreet. Like, information won't be shared, names and all of that stuff won't be shared. Like, the things that you are afraid to talk about, the things that you're afraid to admit, the things that you are afraid to um you know everything that you're afraid to say, just I say it. Y'all know that dude on TikTok. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he go around going to people's jobs because people scared to say stuff to their boss and stuff. And he go to people's jobs and he advocate for the workers. And he go up in them folks' establishment talking about what everybody is saying about them. Y'all DM me. Email me. I'm gonna speak about the unspoken. I'm gonna speak about the things that people are afraid to say. And that's just what it is. I've experienced so much in life and relationships, bruh, and friendships, and it's just I got so much I need to say. So much that need to be said. So much. And I just can't wait until I see where this podcast takes me and how it may help some people out in the world. But yeah, I'm doing this because I'm just tired of being silent. I'm doing this because I'm tired of bottling in everything in my mind, um, and in my heart. So yeah, over here can't nobody do nothing to you, baby, cause you covered and smothered like hash browns at Waffle House, baby, in the blood. Anyway, this Ray Declassified, and I'm out.